Hey Pisces, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your Saturn retrograde reading for the month or for the year of 2022. I hope all is well with everybody. Thanks for coming to check out the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and make sure you hit the like button on the video so that it gets to the algorithm, whatever it does, right? So people can see the video. All right. So with that being said, this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But before you watch this video, I ask that you stop, press pause, go to the community tab, scroll down to the date June 4th, where I talk about Aquarius in, where I talk about Saturn in retrograde in Aquarius. Read that, then come back and finish watching the video. Now, after you read that, you will understand, why I'm setting this up the way I'm setting this up. So the yellow cards are representing Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. The black cards are representing Pluto in retrograde, okay, in Capricorn. So Saturn's in retrograde in Aquarius, Pluto's in retrograde in Capricorn. Now, Saturn in retrograde in Aquarius is your 12th house, okay? So with the 12th house, you actually rule the 12th house, but for you on your chart, this is where Aquarius is. So the 12th house is the area of life that we're talking about. So this could be the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams, very important. Document your dreams from lunar cycle, from new moon to new moon. So what you do is from the first new moon for example, start today. If you're not already documenting your dreams, start from today, which is at the time of this recording is the 6th. Maybe by the time I post this, it'll be the 7th. So record what you remember about your dream. If all you remember is you being warm, then put the day's date, the dream. All I remember was being warm. The next day, whatever you remember, what you remember is this. And do that all the way up until we get to the new moon in Cancer. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that collective body of dream documentation, and you're going to sift through it and try to look at it and try to make sense of it. Try to correlate what it is that the message is trying to say based on what you remember. Also use that energy and that information and apply it to what's going on in your current life, because if you're far enough into the spiritual realm and the universal studies, you understand that what went on in your past life is being repeated in this life, basically, right? Because there's lessons and tests that you had in the past life that you did not pass. That's what Saturn is all about, past life karma. And Pluto is all about reincarnation. And you can't have one without the other, right? Once you've read the information I wrote, you understand that. So that's why I said this energy up here is your 12th house where Saturn is. And this is Pluto. Now, Pluto's in your 11th house, which is Capricorn. Okay? So Saturn is all about restrictions. Okay? It restricts, it disciplines, it puts rules in place, it's structured, and it's organized. When it's in reverse, it's asking you what needs to be reorganized, what needs to be restructured. It also deals with time. So it's asking you, okay, is it time? Time is up for this. Let's move on. Okay, you've spent enough time doing this. Let's go on. Okay, you didn't learn this in this time frame, so now you have another time frame that you have to learn it in, right? So that's what Saturn deals with, as well as past life karma. Now, when we're talking about Aquarius is all about forward movement, long-term growth, long-term stability, maturity. So when we're dealing with Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, we're dealing with, okay, you've outgrown some things, or we need to implement some discipline because you need to mature in this area, okay? And so that area of life that they're talking about is your subconscious. Also, the 12th house not only rules the subconscious, but it also rules karma itself. So you're definitely tying up some karmic debt. Okay, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're tying that up. If not, you're about to repeat the cycle again until you get it right. And so with your 11th house, Pluto's retrograde there. Your 11th house has to deal with your group environments. That's actually Aquarius energy when we're looking at a generic chart. So that's dealing with, being famous for something, being infamous for something, your popularity, It also deals with humanitarian efforts, you being known for what you do for people, for others. Okay. Now with Capricorn there, Capricorn represents looking at things from a realistic perspective, putting things into place as they need to be, doing things in an orderly fashion. There's rules to everything. When you think about the Capricorn energy, just remember there's rules to everything. There's etiquette, and Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn. So you're dealing heavily with rules, regulations, timing, constraints, discipline, balance, shedding the old, dealing with the new. Okay, and then Pluto is there. So Pluto's all about reincarnation. So because you're dealing with restrictions, restraints, and you are moving on from old things, you're reinventing, you're reincarnating. Okay, and so that's why karma and reincarnation go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. Especially you understand that once you read my excerpt in the community tab, and I guess they want you to pay attention to what I'm saying here, because the lights and the ambulance and all that stuff is going off. So, with that being said, let's get into it. This is your past life energy, your past life karma that was not settled before you passed away. And so this is what's being brought into the current life. This here represents the current karma that you are currently creating as you are taking care of that past life karma. The current karma that you are creating will be played out in the future. And so this is the karma that you're going to get in the future. Now, if you die before that karma is paid back, whether it's good or bad, then it'll just cycle again, recycle, and you'll start again. So that's what we're all doing. So this is why a lot of the lessons that you didn't learn from a past life are being repeated in this life. I can't believe this. Do you hear this? Come on. At any rate, so, getting on my nerves. So everybody wants to start doing construction when I'm doing these readings. These readings are going out regardless, all right? Regardless, the message just need to get out. So again, this is the Saturn energy, and this is the Pluto energy. So with the Pluto energy, we're dealing with the psychology behind what you do. Pluto's all about power struggles, right? Why are you having power struggles with this? This is you psychoanalyzing yourself to figure out, why am I having power struggles with this situation? For example, could be just changing your mindset, reprogramming yourself, controlling your urges and desires. Or it could be power struggles that you have with other people, because the 8th house, which is where Pluto rules, is when you merge energies with others, soul ties that you create. So it could be the power struggle between you and this person you have a soul tie with. All right. So again, past life energy. So what happened in the past life was the hoidiness energy in reverse. So this is lack of self-esteem, lack of self-respect. Either people treating you in an undignified way, or you conducting yourself in an undignified way. Or this could be you treating people in an undignified way. The psychology behind that is feeling unwanted. So this could be you allowing people to treat you this way because you felt unwanted. Okay, so you conducted yourself in ways that were not one of carrying yourself with pride, self-esteem, self-respect, having a healthy ego. In reverse, you had you may have had a situation here. I mean, it could be a couple of different things, but these are examples. But I'm trying to explain to the energy that you may be dealing with from a past life. So this could be someone who's also cocky, arrogant. Okay, and you could have been acting that way to people, being very shallow, superficial to others, because deep down inside you may have felt unwanted. Or it could be people were treating you this way. Maybe you were not physically attractive in a past life. Okay, because upright, the peacock is a beautiful, beautiful creature, right? The males, when they, do their mating dance, they open up their feathers, and it entices, in order to entice the female peacocks, right? So they strut their stuff, right? And the female peacock is going to be attracted to the most beautiful male peacock with the most feathers, the largest one, the one who struts his stuff, the most confident one. Well, in reverse, this is you either feeling unconfident, or people, maybe you weren't physically attractive. And so as a result, you felt unwanted. You didn't get the people, you didn't get the relationships that you wanted. People didn't treat you fair or kindly. They were treating you based on superficiality. Okay. Or you were very conceited. Okay. And you were that way because deep down you may have felt unwanted. Any case, that's the energies we're dealing with. Somebody lack of self-esteem. As a result, they felt unwanted, and it could have been because of their looks. Now, whatever that was, whatever those energies were, what they did was they put you into some type of karmic cycle that you did not complete out before you passed away. So now you're taking that past life karma and you're bringing it into this life, right? So what you're doing in this life is you're creating karma for the future, and you're supposed to be taking care of this past karma. So let's see what's going on in the current situation. We have the pleasure seeker's energy in reverse. So this could be you being, this could be you in this life. If you were very arrogant and cocky in the past life, and you did not get karma for that. In this life, you could be in a situation where you are being made fun of with the pleasure seeker's energy in reverse. If this is a situation in the past life where you felt very unattractive, and you felt unwanted, and you did things and got into karmic relationships, and created negative soul ties because you were desperate, you felt unwanted. You could have done anything because you felt desperate and unwanted and wanted attention. The karma that you're bringing into this life here is an energy of this pleasure seeker energy. When it's upright, this is all about, having fun. Okay, someone who's just having fun. They're out, life is easy going. They don't take things seriously. In reverse, this could be somebody who just plays practical jokes on people. This could be a bully. These could be bullies. All right, they bully people. So maybe in this life, you are a bully in some way, shape, or form, or you're being bullied. But the thing is that the psychological energy behind it is resistance. So this could be about popularity, not being popular, people resisting you, people, the unwanted energy. So in the past life, because you didn't deal with those energies, in this life, you could be bringing it into your life where we are now, where you're dealing with people who treat you in a manner in which is not fair to you. Like they bully you, they pick on you, and you don't resist it. You allow it to happen. You allow people to treat you shitty. You allow them to treat you dirty. You allow them to disrespect you. These planets are going to be in retrograde the entire summer. So you're going to have time with planets in retrogrades. It's all about reflection, going within and reflecting on your behavior, your thoughts, your views, your actions, why you're in a situation you're in and what you can do about it, right? So you're going to be reflecting on that all summer. Now, these planets go direct in October. So once October comes and these planets are moving forward, the new karmic cycle begins. And if you have not resolved this, what could happen is you may be in a position where you're going to attract a lover who does not have any apathy for you. They don't have any feelings for you whatsoever because you're so desperate to get attention or to get the attention that you lacked that you're attracting people. It's like you're people pleasing. You're doing anything and everything to get somebody because maybe you don't feel attractive and you don't feel that you deserve. You feel unwanted. That's the energy from your past life. So this is what reincarnated psychologically within you because that's Pluto's the soul. The soul reincarnates. We may shed the physical flesh, but the imprint that's made on the soul, that still comes with you from avatar to avatar, from one lifetime to another. So, this a simple way to explain it is a phobia. Say you have a phobia of getting on boats. You've never been on a boat before, but you will never get on one because you're scared to death. Why do you have that fear? Because in your past life, you may have had some type of unfortunate situation happen to you in reference to a boat. Whether it was a boating accident, whether somebody you love died on a boat, whether they were in a boating accident, whether you maybe you were on a boat for years of your life and you just like, oh, I never want to get on a boat again. Whatever the phobia is, it's your soul remembering it from a past life. So your soul is remembering that unwanted energy in reference to, maybe you were bullying people because you felt unwanted. And so you're like, you know what? I'm not, some people, that's what they do. If they feel unwanted and they feel bullied, they bully other people. So whatever this was, it was not resolved in the past life. So in this life, it's showing up again in the form of people bullying you or you bullying people. Okay? And there's a lack of resistance here. Somebody is not resisting. You could be around people who do people dirty and they may want you to hang out with them. And you're not resisting them because you may want to feel wanted, because in your past life the psychological imprint on your DNA or on your soul was the fact that you felt unwanted in past lives. So you could be wanting to belong to a particular group or crowd, because again, we're dealing with 11th house energy, which is like your social life, your how you are in group environments, how popular you are in group environments. So in this lifetime you may run into those mean girls, or those popular dudes, but they treat the other dudes like crap and they treat girls like shit. Or you run into those mean girls where they, do other girls dirty. They make fun of the other girls, and, they treat dudes like trash. They use them, things like that. And so in this life, you're supposed to resist that type of energy. Okay? Whether these people are coming at you with that energy, or whether they're coming at you to join them. So it could be that you're joining a sorority or fraternity or a particular group, and this particular group treats certain people disrespectfully, or they only want certain types of people, and they will, ignore or disregard or treat other people shitty. And it could be based on looks. Something as shallow as that. But if you are involved in a situation or a scenario like that, whether you're on the receiving end or whether you're giving this negative energy to people, you have all summer to check this, to correct it, and to either cut the people out of your life who are treating you disrespectfully, or to cut the people out of your life that you're dealing with that treat other people disrespectfully. So by the time the new cycle begins, when these planets go direct in October, if you do that, if you get rid of that energy, then what'll happen is you'll realize that the lover that you with does not have any respect for you, no apathy whatsoever for you, and you will not have apathy for them. You know what I'm saying? You won't feel any sort of way for leaving them, right? But if you don't get rid of this energy and you continue after the planets go direct and you continue with this karmic cycle, you are going to attract lovers to you who have no regards for your emotions and feelings. You're going to be taken advantage of. Some of you may have already run into somebody who's taken advantage of you, whether it's friends who fake ass friends, and you didn't put resistance down to let them know, yo, I'm not dealing with you, because you wanted to belong. Maybe because you felt like these are the pretty girls, I want to belong to the pretty, or this is the popular group, I want to be in this group, but these people are not worthy. They're garbage. Or maybe you just wanted to be popular, period. And so you could be a situation where you are popular and you could have people around you who are jealous and envious of you, and they could be trying to stop your flow or shine. So it could be something like that, because we are dealing with 11th house energy, which is you as a socialite, how you look when you're out in the social world, who you socialize with. Are you popular? And Aquarius deals with online, so some of you could have online platforms. Okay, or there could be a lot of communication going back and forth on the internet in reference to this type of behavior. Or people having a problem with you because you could be popular and they may not want you to be. Or maybe in the past life you felt so unwanted, and now in this life you feel wanted, and so as a result you're treating people shitty now because you're getting the popularity that you want. But that 11th house energy also deals with infamy. Okay, so look up infamy if you don't know what that means. So it's either you're famous or you're infamous. So you're famous, that means positive popularity. Infamous means it's negative popularity, meaning that, people don't like you. You're known by groups of people. You're known by a lot of people. You're in the spotlight, but you're in the spotlight for negative reasons. Okay? So, this is what I got for you in reference to that. Now, what I'm going to do is that's just the framework. What we're going to do is we're going to fill in the details in the extended. So I'm going to pull like 2 cards for each of these. Okay, and we're going to see what other information comes out, especially if you're resonating with this. We're going to see what other information comes out so that you can make sense of things and make the best decisions for you moving forward in reference to closing out old karmic cycles and not dying in this life without closing them out and then having to come back and do the shit all over again. Because 9 times out of 10, if you look at your chart and you look at it in a sense where you're looking at your past life, I guarantee you 90% of us, okay, are repeating the same cycles that we did not complete in our past life. The same cycles. It's amazing if you happen to look at your chart to see some of the similarities of what was going on in your past life. Now, also, your past life doesn't also mean the life you had before you were born into this one. Your past life could also be your childhood. So this could have went on in your childhood. Maybe you were bullied, or maybe you were in family dynamics or situations here. I feel like this is socially with a crowd because, again, we're dealing with Aquarius energy. So some of you, when you were growing up, you might have been bullied because you may not have been attractive as a youngster, right? And now that you're older and more mature, you're a very attractive individual, or you do things to be attractive and you don't resist some of the things that you should resist because you're so focused on being attractive and getting a particular type of love attraction or particular type of lover. But this lover has no apathy. If you don't know what apathy is, look that up. Okay, so we're going to go to the extended and get some clarity. If this resonated with you a little bit, or it's with someone you know a little bit, make sure you click that like button and leave a comment if the comments are on. I turn them on, but YouTube turns them off. Sometimes I go back and double check it, but I can't all the time because I got a lot of readings, right? A lot of postings that I do like weekly. So just keep that in mind, okay? If you don't see a comment open and you want to make a comment, you can email me. My information is in the box below, as well as if you need a personal reading, information about that's in the box below as well. All right. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do so and hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. All right. If you don't see me showing up on your news feed, then what you need to do is click your subscription option. And everybody that you're subscribed to, you're going to see them come up on your news feed. So the main news feed is one thing, but your subscription news feed is another. So make sure you're hitting your subscription news feed once you hit the notification bell for anybody you subscribe to. That way you will see their content. Because 9 times out of 10, the people you're subscribed to, a lot of them, they're not going to show up on your main news feed, because what YouTube is doing is they're pushing whatever they want you to be privy to, and what they want you to have access to, and what they want you to look at. The stuff that you're subscribed to is in another compartment, and you're going to have to hit that subscription button in order to access the stuff that you subscribe to. All right? So with that being said, I'm going to head over to the extended. The link's going to be in the box below if you care to join me. If not, it's all good. Thank you for checking out the video, and I'll see you later.